Quilt Roadies. I'm rushing this morning because the guys start arriving pretty soon, and we are entering the week of sheer chaos because we not only have the remodeling of 2 bathrooms going on, we now have we'll be starting with the painting of our kitchen cabinets. Yes, because why not just rip the band-aid off? I think sometimes I don't think things all the way through. So I thought, well, I'll get a quick time here with you. It'll make me calm before the noise and the decision making starts. And yes, it's all good. It's just a lot, but I think G realizes that with me, it's always going to be a lot. A lot, yes. What else is going on this week? There's actually some sun out today, so that is like, it just gives you a little taste of what's coming down the pike, and I'm very happy about that. I want to get outside. I want to start gardening, and I know a lot of you are dreaming about that also. There are some plants around here that are already starting to go, sunshine, sunshine. Yeah. So we hit the door running this morning. We got up early. We had breakfast. We had to clean out our kitchen so that the kitchen cabinets could start to be prepped for painting. We decided to go with a green color for the cabinets. I know, it's not trendy. But what the heck? You know, you gotta just love where you live. Because for me, for us, we're hoping that this is our forever home. And we've moved a lot. So to think about the idea of never having to move again and creating a space that totally reflects who we are, it's kind of exciting. It's kind of exciting. It has interrupted a lot of the process of crafting and quilting in some ways, but in other ways it's like I'm on fire, and when I get that hyper focus thing going on in my brain, it's amazing. I mean, it's even amazing to me. So I decided, I needed to do something, a project that I picked up at Road to California, because I did shop quite a bit there, and so I kind of looked through what was calling to me, and because I love, and I'll put the links down below for all of this, I love Michelle from Under the Woolen Willow, and I have bought these, I get all kinds of decoration type items from her. She's very, very talented and crafty, and yes, I truly could make everything Michelle makes, but I don't want to. I just don't want to. I want to support small business. I want to support the creative community. I only want to do what I want to do, but I want to have everything Michelle has. So it's very, it's not a struggle decision for me to go on Etsy and say, yes, please. But last year I bought these strawberries that she made, and they're like out of like fabric and chenille. Here's a pink one, and they just make a really sweet decor item. And so then I took the project that I got from Living the Good Life. Yes. My brain is going 100 miles an hour. but I'll put all the links. Annette makes these beautiful, beautiful embroidery projects, and her kits are already stamped on this castle kind of quilted fabric, and so it's a no-brainer. And in her kits, it includes the fabric already stamped with the project, the thread, the needle, and the embellishments, except for this button. I put that on. The only thing different that I did than what her instructions called for, and that's just me, it's the way I roll, is that she said in the instructions she puts a bit of interfacing behind the embroidery, and I just put it behind the whole piece before I sewed it up. And then on the wool here that came, I backed it with a fusible with some cotton fabric, like a complementary cotton fabric, and then I buttonhole stitched around the whole thing because I wanted to. And then she shows how to do the little bow with the rickrack. The rickrack was included. And then I thought, oh, I want to put a sweet button on top. So I finished that, and I have it in this bowl with Michelle's strawberries. And so I got that done. It was like this girl was on fire. This girl was on fire. And you could tell I'm talking 100 miles an hour. Not because I am like hyperactive, but because I feel the pressure of suddenly all these construction people here. And I've got only a short period of time. Yeah. Okay. So I then decided that I wanted to do a second project, and I haven't prepped it yet, but I got this at Road to California, and this is a beautiful kit. Quilt Designs by Lori Smith, From My Heart to Your Hand, and I'll put that link in the drop down. Some people call it show notes. I feel like if I call it a show, then I might have to sing and dance. So I'm just putting it in the, if you click the more button, there'll be some links. When I saw this sample up on the wall of her booth, I fell in love with it. And part of it is because I am always in love with that multimedia crafting world. I don't do much of it, but ever since I joined Linda's Patreon site, which I'll put the link below, Van Accessible, she does it all. She does cross-stitch, quilting, crafting, paper crafting, multimedia stuff. And so yes, I saw this, and it kind of enveloped that whole world. And so this is, it's a wool project, and I like anything with words on it. And then the kit came with all of the little embellishment pieces. So I'm going to be doing this sooner than later. Yeah. This might be my next thing that I delve into. I do have some work on the, not really work, fun stuff to do. I have to quilt this quilt because it's going to be auctioned in the storybook at the Sisters Outdoor Quilt Show. And so I feel like it doesn't have to be done till June, but that's the one thing that I'm trying to work on this year, is not leaving things till the last minute, because deadlines amuse me, but I suffer in that behavior. So I'm going to try to start quilting that before the end of this month. And then I have a lot of these, remember this one? I have a lot of these little table toppers or small quilts that I would like to start quilting. Want to do a little bit of quilting. I'm still working on my Valentine cups. I have them almost all the cups done. What else? I tell you, this morning I because because of the chaos of the house, we actually have moved our bathroom, you know, like when you're brushing your teeth and you're putting your makeup on or you're getting ready, whatever medication you take, it's all moved to our laundry room. So our laundry room has become our like half bath. And so I moved the, you know, the magnifying mirror that some of you might use. I remember years ago, a nurse I worked with was talking to one of the plastic surgeons about something about her skin. And he says, "Are you looking in a magnifying mirror?" And she said, "Yes." And he said, "Don't." Because I'm telling you, I get why people on social media use filters and make themselves look better. Oh my gosh. Those magnifying mirrors are, you have to have a strong, strong sense of self to look into a magnifying mirror. I'm just saying that. One of my favorite designers posted posted a sale on her site, but it was to music, and in that moment I realized that if you attach music to a photo, it empowers it by tenfold. And I could not buy the patterns fast enough. Kathy Schmidt is a Oregon girl, and her sister is Bonnie Sullivan, and they are both incredible designers. And these patterns have been around for a while, but she had posted a picture on Instagram of all of them sitting together in a bowl. And yeah. And I love embroidery. I do love embroidery. It is so relaxing to just it's kind of like sashiko. You're just doing a stitch. You don't have to think about a lot. And so I bought the whole package of these forest animals. And they're three-dimensional. You stuff them. And you're not only embroidering the front, but the back. Isn't that cute? I mean, look at this bunny. Look at him. And they were all standing up in a bowl. And your grandkids would just get a hoot out of these. Look at this one, has the back panel. Wait, if you have to go potty. Oh, and he's got his little teddy bear. So she's having a sale, I don't know if it's still going on, where you could buy the whole pack of them. And look at the bear with the truck, and then little slingshot in the back. They are absolutely adorable. They are just so sweet. And they all have names. This is Pearl. Hazel. Henry. was holding a little bird. And Cecil's going fishing. I don't know which one I want to start first, but I've got a little bit of traveling in my future here. I'm meeting up with my sister, and this might be a really fun thing to start. Yeah, I could stick it in a small Yazzie bag and be ready to go. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. Who knows, huh? It's just kind of that way right now. And so one foot in front of the other. I did finish the most incredible book. It was based on true events, but it was a fictional book. And, so I'm continuing to keep a journal of all the books I finished this year and all the information about it. And it was the Book of Lost Names by Kristen Hamill. And it is inspired by the true story of from World War II of a young woman who was a forger and helped many of the Jewish children escape into Switzerland. And so you're getting a sense of history and with this incredible story. It was thoroughly enjoyable. So I have not yet started another book yet, but I'm still working my way through The Myth of Normal. I am enjoying on television, I'm not sure if it's Apple TV or Netflix, but it's called Shrinking, and it's a good one. I'm waiting for The Man Auto with Tom Hanks, and I read the book a few years back, but I can't wait for the movie because I watched the clip, and it looks like he's kind of nailed Otto. It looks like he's kind of nailed that character, so I'm very much looking forward to that. My friend Janine told me that I didn't miss anything by missing the Grammys. I wanted to watch the Grammys and I totally spaced it, but she said she didn't know half of the people on there. Is that what's happened to us? Yeah, time keeps marching, doesn't it? Time keeps marching. I hope that I'll see some of you at Quilters Affair. There's still some openings, I think, in the Wednesday Sit and Stitch. It's such a relaxing, nice time because usually, and I'm sure it's the same this year, Sit and Stitch will be in the computer library, so everybody gets to spread out and work on their projects, whether they be new projects from classes early in the week or UFOs or whips that they have from home. Some people are doing handwork, some people are doing machine work, and it is nothing but a relaxing moment in the busyness of the Quilters Affair. And so if you're so inclined to come spend the day with me, I would love it. I'm doing Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, so I hope I see some of you there. Other than that, I got through this video before anybody showed up. That's a good thing, and we'll see you the next time around. You all take care. Love you guys. You mean the world to me.